The look you just got from
I did. Kendra Adams, now welcome her back, and we are going to have her introduce the next member of the Kulwicki Driver Development Program.
Hello?
Hey, Danny?
That's me.
You are live on the Morning Bullring. Good morning.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi. How are you?
Pretty good now, I think.
I was going to say, I bet you'd be a little bit better after we tell you that you are a 2019 finalist for the Kulwicki Driver Development Program.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good to hear.
Hey,
and, hearing your voice is pretty nice, too.
Let me just set this up a little bit, of course, okay? Danny and Kendra are dating, so a little romance here on the Morning Bullring. We need some, romantic music or something like that. Mark's got to be better on the ball game with this music and the sound drops and so forth.
He's just going to replay Mighty Mouse.
There you go. But here's what we're going to do here. Because the two of them are dating, we're going to allow Kendra to interview Danny, because nobody knows Danny better, other than maybe his parents or whatever, but nobody knows him better than our lovely Kendra.
You're very sweet, Bob. Thank you. So tell us about what you have going on this year for your racing program.
So this year we're going to try to defend our 2018 NASCAR Whelen All-American Series Provincial Championship once again at Sunset. So we'll be there, and then we're breaking into the APC United Late Model Tour as well, which tours around Ontario. And we're hoping to do a little bit more touring, maybe venture into the States a little bit. You never know. Obviously, with this program backing me now, it's going to be a huge help.
That's awesome. And tell me a little bit about what you hope to achieve representing, Alan's legacy in the program.
It's definitely an honor to be able to represent Alan. He was so big in our sport, and I really feel like I can relate to him a lot. We're a pretty small team, so that means a lot to me, just to have his backing and to have the support of all the other drivers. So it's going to be a great year.
And being the only Canadian to make the finalist this year, how does that put a different spin on your your finalist position?
It's definitely a bit of a spin. Yeah, you know yourself, Kenny. It's hard to break in being a Canadian. There's definitely a bit of a barrier there. So not many guys have been able to do it. So this program is really going to help with that and help get my name out there. And hopefully people learn a little bit, about me, who have probably never even heard of me. So hopefully through this program, it just kind of gets my name out there and opens some opportunities.
Hey, Danny, I got to say that Tom Roberts sent me an email last night because we were talking about this program, and we had to be prepared for today. So when I was done with Cherokee Speedway and the dirt late model race there yesterday, I looked at the information that I had, and Tom sent a note, and I hope he doesn't mind that I share this at all, but, obviously not a lot of people outside of Canada, I'm not saying nobody, but not a lot of people know about Danny Benedict, okay? And he said one of the things that helped you, honestly, get on this program was maybe that little push that your girlfriend Kendra gave you as well, because you became very active on a lot of different fronts in trying to promote this. So, what does that mean to you to have her on your side to help push you into this program?
It really means everything to me. We're a team, really. Everything we do it together. So she definitely gave me a big kick in the butt with the social media side, and basically said, what are you doing? You got to get on this a little bit better. So she taught me a couple things, told me what to do, what to say, kind of deal, and really just gave me that push that I needed.
Danny, I got a serious question for you. You've been calling Kendra Kenny this whole time. Do we have permission to call Kendra Kenny, or is that just like a couples thing?
Well, I call her Kenny, but I call her Kenny with a Y at the end, but her dad calls her Kenny with an IE at the end. So if you can think of a couple other letters maybe at the end, then maybe it'll be all right, but it can't be Kenny with a Y. That's all mine.
That's respectable.
So, Kenny, I have a question for you. Okay? What does it mean to you to have Danny as part of this program this year?
Honestly, I think that it's amazing. I'm so proud of him. I'm I'm really glad that he could apply semifinalist and then make it to the finalists. This is my third year applying, so just knowing that the board believes in him just as much as I do. I might be a little biased, but just knowing that they believe in him to, go and make him a finalist, and he has a lot of credentials, and I'm really excited to be supporting him and helping him this year.
That is pretty cool. And by the way, Danny, you actually said something that kind of caught my interest just a second ago, and that you might venture to the States and run some races. What's in the cards this year? What you thinking?
Well, you never know. I told my crew chief, Dale Shaw, that if we get in, we might be able to venture down and see. He really wants to go to Hickory. He ran there once, so might go down there. I really want to do the Snowflake, so that would be my first choice, but obviously it's a whole team thing. We'd have to kind of decide as a team, so we'll see how it goes, see how the season goes. This is my first year in a Pro Late model, so really got to see how that's going to take off. Hopefully we're good right out of the box, but we'll see. It is a new car, so new cars, blues do happen, so hopefully the season goes well, and we'll kind of see what's in plan.
So explain to me a little bit, for somebody who does not have all the knowledge of the short track racing realm in Canada. You mentioned, in a Pro Late model now. We know Pro Late models, we know Super Late models, we know late model stocks, we know limited late models. What does the scene look like up in Canada right now with what divisions that you guys have up there?
So our Pro Late model, it kind of actually died about 5 or 6 years ago. We didn't have many cars, and then this ABC and I Late Model Tour started, and they all started coming out of the woodwork. So I think they got, 35 or 40 cars registered. As for what the cars look like, they're basically the same as the Pro Late models you find in the States. Most of them run crate motors, either Chevrolet or a Ford, and most of them, the big race in Canada they have with the Canadian Short Track Nationals, sorry. So that'll have a lot of guys come up, and they're very similar cars.
So are there any supers up there at all?
We do have super lates, but they're outlaw body super lates, so there's no template body supers. With that being said, chassis is very, very similar, and all it would take is an engine and maybe some shocks, and I think you could run as a template super late.
So here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to say that if you win a Pro Late model race this year and you are able to switch that engine, we will invite you to the Speed 51 Super Select at Lucas Oil Raceway outside of Indianapolis. Would that be a challenge you would consider accepting?
That would definitely be something I would consider accepting. I just got to find a super late motor somewhere.
We might be able to work on that for you a little bit too. We might be able to help you out with that.
Bob's got connections.
Yeah, we got connections, baby. We got some connections for sure. But Danny, just getting back to this deal here. I mean, being part of this program, being from Canada, we've addressed those things. Alan's legacy, all part of things. Now, what do you plan on doing outside of the racing realm to help your cause this year?
So we got some pretty cool things planned. Kendra and I already have one charity event planned. It's called the Rope for Hope. It's for the Make-A-Wish Foundation out of Toronto. It takes place on June 7th. We'll be rappelling down a 30-story high building. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then outside of that, too, I want to work a little bit with my community. I'm from a really small town. It's just over 1,000 people. So to have the opportunity to do something there means a lot to me. And then I'm also hoping to work a little bit with the Cancer Foundation. Cancer's had a really big part in my life. I've lost a couple family members from it. So to have the backing from Kulwicki is definitely huge. It's going to make some of that stuff more possible this season, so I'm really looking forward to it.
All great things for sure, but I want to get back to that rappelling down, a 30-story deal here. Listen, I'm Kendra Adams' agent here, and I don't know if I approve of this here, Danny. I'm a little bit nervous.
Hey, Bob, I've already done it, actually.
Oh, no.
I did it in 2017. Very scary. Danny actually works from Heights. He is a linesman for Hydro One up in Canada, but obviously he's not afraid of heights because he works super high up, so it's going to be no problem for him but we'll send you some video of how scared I get, even doing it the second time.
We'll put it on the Morning Bullring. Definitely need that video.
Yep.
Like I said, I think Kendra has called me like, one of her dads here in the United States, because, I'm not old. I'm like middle-aged, but at the same time, she could be my daughter.
That video might be so entertaining that you should put it on the network, because then it'll draw people to the network.
Yeah, maybe we could, Danny, can we do it live? Can we do that like live when she's rappelling down the building, or are you doing it together?
We'll send Alec to go do it.
Yeah. We'll send Tom up there. Maybe we'll have like
passport.
wireless GoPros and stuff. I think that'd be cool.
I got a couple cameras. I could maybe make that happen.
All right. Well, Danny, congratulations to you. We just appreciate you coming on, and I thought that was just a neat touch, you and Kendra being able to discuss it here on the Morning Bullring.
Yes, thank you guys so much. I'm really looking forward to it.
You got it. Absolutely. We have, I believe, just one more person to go. We're going to talk to them here just momentarily. Kendra, don't go away. I think that was really neat, you being able to talk to Danny. And I will say this, okay, because I don't get that sentimental, and, I'm not, I don't like the romance and all that stuff. But I could tell the connection that you guys have. That's pretty awesome. I will say that from the bottom of my heart.
I think that you're lying when you say that you don't, get sentimental, because every time I'm on here, you're like, oh, your background's you and Danny. Talk about him. Oh, why don't you interview Danny? Oh, happy Valentine's Day to your boyfriend. But yeah, no, I'm really lucky to be able to be in like a professional setting where I still get to have that little personal touch. I'm really, really lucky.
And here's the thing, okay, Casey.
Yep.
We need to talk a little bit about Kendra, okay? Because Kendra was Kendra. Sorry, now I'm mixing Kenny and Kendra. But she was a semifinalist for this. She didn't make the top 7, okay? I told her in a break a little while ago because I wanted her to get through the news and so forth, and I didn't know how she'd take it. And then I said I just threw it on her. She didn't know she was going to interview her boyfriend, Danny, who made the program. I will say from my standpoint and from the bottom of my heart, I am so proud of Kendra in the person that she is, the racer that she is, and also the talent that she is, because she has been a blessing for Speed 51. And to show her professionalism here and what she just did when she could be upset and maybe even ticked off that she didn't make it, that was an incredible performance by a young Kendra Adams.
If you told me I didn't make it, laptop would be closed. And
out the door. Out the door for sure. So, Kenny, we're very proud of you.
Thank you. You get me a little, I might tear up just from those really sweet words that you just said. Thank you, Bob.
10-4. Tell you what, we'll come back. We'll regain our composure here on Speed 51's Morning Bullring and come back with another member of the Kulwicki Driver Development Program. That's next here on the Morning Bullring. Short track talk. Are you getting worn out? We are from talking, but we hope you're enjoying the show.